Hi everyone, Sherwood Small Pets here. So I'm here with my vlog and some photos of my experience at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair. The Royal, as it's termed, is a massive agricultural fair that's held every year at the start of the cold season, basically, in Toronto, Ontario. So it's a big agricultural fair in the middle of one of our biggest cities, in Ontario's capital. And this was the first time I've been in years, and I went for the specific purpose of going to see the Cavy show. I had a really wonderful experience. I didn't get a lot of footage simply because I was actually helping out with a bunch of my friends who were there. I was helping out with some of their pigs, and I actually got the cool opportunity of showing Lilo's brother, Calvin, who you'll see in the footage coming up. He's a doll. He spent a lot of his day sleeping on me. Because with me there, I was able to get the pigs out and, you know, basically just play with them while their owners were doing serious stuff. But that being said, I wanted to take a second to kind of do a disclaimer before I show you the footage. There are a lot of folks on here that are dead against guinea pig shows and breeders. Wow, Cherry Blossom, you're really attacking them. 1 second. No, maybe not. But there's some that are dead against it, and I'm gonna be honest and say I was too. I used to look at breeders like these people that had, you know, fangs and kept their guinea pigs in like box-sized cages and bred them like in ad nauseum just for the purpose of breeding them. And I was talking to one of my friends, actually the gentleman that I got Lilo from, because I was spending a lot of time talking to folks at the fair about piggles and about, you know, proper care and like the size of cages, and being like, you know, the cages you see them in here today, that's not where they live. They live in much larger cages, and etc., etc., etc. And, you know, he came over and he said, you know, it's really refreshing to see somebody that represents the rescue side of the spectrum who also enjoys shows. And because, you know, a lot of people think everything that they do is unethical, think that they are terrible at animal husbandry. And it made me feel terrible because up until about 6 months ago, I probably would have said all of those things. And then I met them and I realized that they love their guinea pigs just as much as I do. And pretty much all of them have rescue pigs of their own. And they follow ethical standards such as not breeding a guinea pig once they're past a year old and only breeding them once or twice. And then, you know, finding them a good pet home, or, you know, taking in pregnant sows that people have, you know, simply abandoned and helping them deliver and then finding good homes for them. A lot of them don't adopt out pigs by themselves. A lot of them don't sell pigs by themselves. These people spend hours with their guinea pigs making sure that they have good personalities and that, you know, they take care of them just the same way we do. They just have a different hobby. That's not to say there aren't terrible breeders out there. I'm not saying that, because there are. There absolutely are. I've seen it. And those people suck. There's no doubt about it. But I just want to say, in defense of the people that are really good, to not group them all into one corner. I'm probably going to lose subscribers over this, and that's fine, because it needs to be said. Like, Lilo, I've actually gotten a lot of flack about Lilo, because I've had people actually, you know, stop talking to me because Lilo was a baby, and she's a boucle. That's okay. Lilo was actually just given to me because she was an accidental litter, wasn't something planned. So he just said, you know, I know you need a friend for Gwen. She's the perfect age. And I was like, okay. And so she just was given to me. Similar situation with Gwen. Gwen chewed her fur, couldn't be a show pig. they needed to find her a home. And they asked me a whole bunch of questions. Asked me if I planned on getting her a friend, asked me how big her cage she was going to be in, told me that if I ever needed any help with her, they would be there for me. And that meant a lot, especially getting like a curly-haired pig. It's not an easy task, and sometimes you need help. But yeah, these folks, they don't all deserve the flack that we all, and I'm guilty of it because I used to do it, and then I met them. And I found out that they are in fact good people. And it's not like the shows are terrible on them either. Like, they were in an insulated indoor building, and, you know, they had constant access to hay and vegetables, and I don't know what more I can say other than I just wanted to say that this needs to be out there. Gwen and Lilo have a home because their owners or their breeders took the time to find them a good home and had their care in mind ahead of, you know, their wallet. And that says something. You know, they're kept in their homes in good cages with, you know, good, you know, with other, like with rescue pigs a lot of the times. One of my friends who I was helping show her pigs has 10 rescue pigs at home. She's one of the people that has purchased several of, you know, Skinny Pig One's fleece items because they care. These pigs are like their kids. And we can all hope, you know, I just want you to approach, I don't know, maybe just take a second. And I'm not saying this is the way it is everywhere, but for me in Ontario, Canada, that's been my experience with ethical breeders. And while I will always adopt first, these people are my friends. And if you have any questions about them specifically, feel free to ask me because I've learned a lot. But yeah, you know, and I've talked to folks in the rescue that I volunteer with because I struggled a lot with this at the start. And, you know, I'm still fostering, still got a bunch, all my other pets are rescues, and technically, you know, like these are both adoptions. And yeah, that's just me setting the record straight. Now, back to more pleasant things about the fair. We had a wonderful time. Our friends are wonderful. And I just wanted to do a shout out to Megan. It was awesome meeting you. I'm so glad you have Gwen's sister, so we can keep in touch. And congratulations on getting best in show in the pet, or best in breed in the pet class. Awesome job. Yeah, definitely look forward to hearing more from you. And please do make videos. Everybody will love them, especially because your pigs are so cute. But without further ado, here's my experience at the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair.